Week 4 of building a business from scratch, the deep dive. So here we go. As always, this video will be unedited. Apologies for the general stuff that comes out of my head. I don't know where this is going to go other than a few points on my whiteboard. My first reflection is I can't believe 4 weeks have gone past. There are times where it feels like I don't have enough time, and there are other times where it feels like I have loads of time. What I can say is the 4 weeks have flown by. It's crazy. I feel like I'm living in the moment and day to day. And sometimes you pull your head up and it's like, how is it even June? It's flying by, but I am loving what I'm doing. I feel very fortunate. Sunday night, I'm so excited to wake up in the morning. I know that is a super, super fortunate thing to have. And I do not take that for granted. And, you know, there's one thing that I've been keeping with me, which is on my board. I am not behind. I keep having to tell that to myself because sometimes I can be hard on myself, but I am not behind and I am building something I deeply care about. I really care about the journey that I've been on as an entrepreneur, the two different journeys, and the advice I've given to other companies. I wish what I'm building was around when I was building my two businesses, because I think it would have been less stressful. So yeah, that's my first reflection. That's the first one. So second one is work hard and smart. I've heard a lot of things this week about working hard, working hard. Absolutely right. Like anyone that's successful in any respect, working hard is a brilliant basic. It's just a foundational piece to be successful. But you can also be a busy fool and you have to work smart. Now, today's world, with the introduction of AI and automations, the efficiencies you can now gain are incredible. Now, what I've achieved in 4 weeks has even surprised me, but it's not just me. Even though it's just me doing it here today, I'm using tools and I'm using things which can help me accelerate the growth. So today's world in 2025, in order for anyone to be successful as an entrepreneur or anything really, but specifically about building a business, you need to work hard, but you need to work smart. So that's the first thing. That's the second reflection. This is unedited. um, the third reflection is the importance of scale equals bad health. So I had a really good catch up with someone this week, a really successful business owner, and she said that she doesn't feel the need to scale the business, which completely fine. But what I wrote down here was sometimes I look at scaling a business as vital. The reason I believe it is vital is because if that business is totally dependent on you and you are hit by a car or you're struck by lightning or an alien abducts you, as we used to say, that business is gone. So for me, scaling a business in brackets means can you build something which is not totally dependent on you? So this business I'm building, I'm the founder, I'm going to be the person that's driving it, but I can't be completely reliant upon me. And that's why building a business for scale is important and it gives you longevity. So for me, I can't do much about it in the early days, first 6, 12, 18 months. It's going to be dependent on me. So if I am ill or unwell or whatever, out of action for a week, the business is going to suffer. But medium to longer term, I have to build it for scale. And any aspiring entrepreneurs looking to build a business for scale, that's the type of thing you need to do. So that's the third reflection. Fourth reflection is buyers want certainty. I've learned that again recently because I have been an advisor to a number of scale up businesses the last few years. But what I realized was the only companies that approached me were the companies that already knew me. So there was already a large element of trust. People trust me from being a customer or a partner or an employee. They always trust me, and that is why they brought me into the business to advise. But outside of that, when a few um, when a few scale-up companies approached me and kind of like interviewed me in some respects to being an advisor or joining their board, they kind of did the classic questions: "What can you offer us?" And my answers were very vague and very general. And the truth is that people want certainty. So I am a proud generalist. I think as an entrepreneur that has gone from 0 to 10 million, you need to be good at everything. Not great at anything. Maybe you do have some superpowers, some good skills. But you need to be good at everything. You need to understand cash flow, finance. You need to understand HR, policies around it. You need to understand strategy. You could go on. So I am a generalist. So I can help businesses in any way. But when it comes to buying a solution, that doesn't actually help. So what I've now realized and what I'm building into this new business is when you're buying something, you want certainty, which is, okay, I'm going to buy this, and at the end of it, I expect the output to be X, Y, and Z. So that's exactly what I'm buying into this, and that is why I'm looking to build these programs out. It's pre-set programs focused on my experience of growing businesses before and the key ingredients that you need to grow a business. And I am convinced that that is what people want, and that's why they'll sign up for it, because they can see a mapped out clear plan. Whereas going out there just saying, yeah, I can help you anyway, it's not helpful to anyone. So that was, I think, the fourth reflection. I've got two more. Oh, actually, I've done that one already. This business, actually, no, I haven't. Unedited. This business can't be all about me. Now, what I mean by that is the challenge, and I've worked with loads of great coaches and consultants over the years. The challenge that they have is it's all about them, their IP. Now, there's no doubt that a huge part of this business will be my expertise and experience out of my head into something, a business really productive. But it can't be about me because that's one thought process, that's one view. So I've been really thinking again this week, which is how can I make this business more rounded? And I've come up with something really exciting actually, which I don't know the name of quite yet. It's like an entrepreneur circle or an advisor circle, but where if you are going to join this business, you're not just going to get advice from me, you're going to get a more rounded experience. So it'll be interesting to see how that develops, but I don't want it just to be about me. So, and then last but not least, I think number 6 is building the timeline. Yes, I looked at that and thought, what does that mean? But I actually did this morning. So, what I've done this morning is map out like a 3 month plan of how I want to launch this business. So, I now have the company name. I now have a basic 3-page document of what the business is, and actually this week I've engaged a website company, so they're starting to build it. So I'm starting to create, visualize this, but now I'm starting to think about, okay, when will it launch? So I've mapped out now in my notepad from next week all the way through to September what each week looks like, just generally. So, e.g., I'm going to announce the company name soon. I want to do some posts around that, building up the expectation. Then I want to do an announcement around the offering, and it's all leading towards big announcements and ultimately going to the market, showing everyone this great new business and new solution, and hopefully getting people to join the journey and becoming customers of the new business, which I'm going to be sharing soon. So that has really helped me, my mental health, mapping out every week now. Only just one sentence. So I know next week is going to be this one, the week after. It's just really nice and clear for me now because we can all become guilty, get stuck into of get distracted with other stuff. So now I've kind of built myself a headline 3 month plan, and now it's just about executing. And 25 seconds over 10 minutes, that is me done. Until next week.